life makes me a social justice activist. My history, my background, my family, my roots is traced through displacement from Guatemala. I came to Canada as a political refugee in 1987, and that comes as a result of my parents struggling and fighting for social justice and a better future in Guatemala.
Coming out of a correctional facility, when I first started there I was 22 and trying to find my way, and I had issues with the race issues that were around, but then it was amplified even more at my workplace because my co-workers, although they would call for backup and I'd come back them up, when I would call for backup on certain things, they wouldn't back me up.
There were very few families in Nova Scotia that were of color, non-Black people of color that were immigrating into Nova Scotia at the time. So immediately you have a sense, you know that you are different and you behave that way.
I got physically abused by a group of people, and what happens often is when you experience these things, the questions are aimed at how I might have been culpable in a situation. And I always ask myself the question, I wonder if that's a question that's asked to everybody.
As human beings, we want to be validated for how we feel. And oftentimes how we feel is imposed on us. And when you say something to somebody enough times, they will believe it.
I've spent my whole life being discriminated against. It's part of my existence. It's part of the existence of the majority of people of color.
There's so many different barriers that women of color, our voices are often not heard when it comes to these circumstances, but ones that really come out for me is that, I'm often having to justify my existence here.
Be that person that steps out, because if we all follow in the same path that we're going today, we're never going to learn, we're never going to progress. So be the change, is be that person that's ready to step out, and be the power is to be empowered and to own it and to move forward. Confidence is what's needed to go forward, so be that change and be that power.